Hi, Leo. All right, had to let the phone charge a little bit. This is the Halloween reading. The Halloween and Hallowed season through the witch's year, and yours is ready. Reading for the sign of Leo. This is the sun, moon, or rising sign. This reading is in celebration of the Bohemian Stars and Ocean Heart Readings channel on YouTube that I've opened up. So please make sure to subscribe and check it out. These videos will be uploaded over there soon, and I will be doing monthly readings by astrological sign and mid-monthly readings over there now. So check it out. Remember to like, share, subscribe, tag your friends. Your conscious energy, Leo, sun, moon, and rising, is the 8 of Wands. So you are like, let's go, let's go, let's go. You are talking directly to the universe. You are just feeling like you're taking in information quickly. You're wanting to release it quickly. Everything's got to move on. So let's go ahead and get a move on here and see what you got in your reading for the general portion. I will also be doing a love portion and a portion of what you need to release this hallowed season. Excuse me. All right. So I am seeing, similar to some of the cards that came up in Gemini's, I am seeing actually a lot of very similar cards. It could be a Gemini that you're in conflict with, because Gemini is in conflict with some people. So for some of you that may apply. I definitely am seeing here with the 5 of Swords that Leos and people with Leo planets are having miscommunication with others. It might be very difficult. This person may be a Gemini or a Virgo, somebody who has to have the last word in things. Yes, there's strong markers for Gemini and Virgo here. People who have to have the last words, people who are very critical minded and just very nitpicking in nature. This could also be some of you who have maybe some Gemini or Virgo in your chart. So I see messages coming through and you really wanting to solve things and heal things with somebody. But the 3 of Swords is saying that you're having difficulty with that, and the 3 of Wands as well. So yes, I think a lot of you might find this in tandem with the Gemini reading. Yes, so this is having some issues with people, and I know that's hard for Leo because, you love yourself, you're going to take yourself, in anything you do, which is great, but you do want to have connection with others. You do want to have a good, you have this spark with the Ace of Wands where you really want to have connectivity and fun and excitement, but I'm definitely seeing some temper here for Leos. So watching the temper, but also acknowledging if your anger is trying to show you something. These cards together remind you anger, if you turn that too much inwards, it's going to lead towards depression. But there is also the need to make sure that you're using your anger in a directed way. And in a way that is helpful when you communicate, because otherwise you're just going to keep having these nameless arguments with everybody. There could even be political ideals that differ from those around you who are, in the local surroundings where you are, or just online. Actually, yeah, there could be some online, people starting, lighting fires and starting them and leaving you to put them out, or you could be taking out some of that energy either in road rage or on online communication. There could definitely be a lot of texts and messaging, and even Snapchats, just quick communication. But there's also this power struggle that's going on with others with you, Leo, because then you can cut off the communication. You can shut them down, you can ignore their message, or they can do that to you, which is very, very frustrating. Now I'm seeing someone who really, really wants to kind of, they're trying to climb up to you. They're trying to get your attention. This is an earth sign. Could be an earth sign from the past, or someone that you've had a lot of sadness with. I feel like this could be a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. And I feel like this person really does want to make it back to you. I feel like they do have regrets and sadness. You might still be very angry at this person. Why do you want to come back now? And I'm still angry. I'm still upset about things. Or it could be the other way around. These readings can go either way. So if you're cross-watching for Leo, you might relate to some of this, or see that the Leo is the one who is holding this energy. Excuse me. Yes, but I definitely do see an earth sign trying to make their way back to you. And you have to see if it is worth reconciling, or if that's going to keep you back in that same emotional maze that you've been in for some time. So let's go ahead and draw some oracle cards here for the general reading of Leo energy. So you're definitely going to want to have truthful conversations coming up in this next, season, the time frame that the reading is covering, and really look at how you are connecting with those around you, especially those who are in your day-to-day local life. But it is going to be a hard time of having to release people who, or at least maybe the connection that you have to people's opinions and things. That might be very tough. I do feel like you're very much at war with people's opinions. Dawn, the light after the darkness, which is what Leo wants to see. You're a sign that very much is about being uplifted and happy and peppy, and all of this like hate and shade and fighting. I mean, some Leos like drama, but after a while you're like, gee, can I just be happy? You're tired of that. So this is saying you are going to enter some good new cycles, but you have the Death card. The eternal cycle begins here. So it's going to be begin with you addressing this. Now, some of these people and situations, and some of you I'm getting, it can be at work. Trying to climb up the ladder at work, getting tired of being stagnant and feeling like somebody's trying to hold all the keys. Like you're over here, you're trying to manifest, like your mind and what you're saying to the universe, like we said with your subconscious card, like the universe is hearing you. Like your own mind is so powerful now for what you're bringing in. So if people, like for some people, that's the most that they can do is try to bring down your ideals, make you believe less in yourself. And those kind of people, sometimes, for some of them, there's going to be no winning with that. It's going to be the need to end that situation, and that being very important. So once you allow that to happen, you can go ahead and have your new starts. You're also having the card of needing emotional boundaries with others. So I feel like you really identify with what you believe and what you're saying and things of that nature. You're shooting straight from the heart. And for others, it's not like that. They're not having the same genuine quality, or even when they are genuine, I don't think that they're identifying always so intensely with what they are saying and what's coming out of their mouth the way that you are, Leo. And so that can be very painful. So overall, it's about pulling back and allowing yourself some space from the world when it comes to everybody's like mouth and opinions, allowing yourself to heal from this heartbreak and this possible third-party situation or whatever's occurred here, and seeing, do you want to connect with this person in the past who's coming back, this earth sign, or were they part of this nasty situation that it's just not worth it? So now we're going to go ahead and look further into your love reading. So love reading for the sign of Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising over this next month here in the Hallows season, and also the overview for the next year or so. So let's go ahead. Sorry, jumping out here. And I did pre-shuffle as well. Let's see what's going on for your love life here, Leo. Subconscious card, the Ace of Swords. So again, you are ready. Like you are talking, you are communicating, you are just ready for all of that. And I see that here. I do keep seeing a theme though that your mouth can get you in trouble, Leo. It can keep you in trouble because part of the time is you won't say anything for a while sometimes. Like part of you, like you either pop off or you're not saying anything, and those two sides of you get like you're warring with yourself a bit. Now again, this could be that Gemini coming up. You might have put him on ice for a bit, or people who have that, that quality. Could also be an Aquarius. He's popped up in every reading for everyone. I don't know what's up with these Aquarians, or a Libra. This is a Libra sign, but definitely I feel like some people you hit the cool it button with them for a while. Again, you might have blocked their messages. You might have ignored them for a bit. I do see a lot of Aquarian cards here. Like you're just like, some of these people, you're just done. You feel like, they're immature. They're not being like, I don't know, they're argumentative. They don't even know what they're talking about is how you feel. Like you're just really done with people who don't even have good outlooks or good like opinions and things in life, and yet they war through it. Okay. And again, there's still third-party energy, and I feel like sometimes it might be the people that you care about. So like I feel like you might be embarrassed. For those of you who are trying to date, like you don't want someone who's going to embarrass you. You don't want somebody who is going to, not look good in front of your friends and family and stuff, and be just talking craziness when you bring them home, and then everyone thinks that you're just like, who is this fool that they brought home? I feel like some of you too, though, are wanting someone that you can respect. You want someone that you can respect how you do your friends and like trust their opinions on things, and that they're not just. You need someone who's a bit more cool temperament. I do feel like air signs are a strong option for you, but it's mature, balanced air signs, not these unstable ones, not these double talkers, not these ones who are they flatter you. So watch out for the flattery, Leo. All right, you can be into that flattery. No, these are ones who there's reciprocity, and they think about it. They think about that. Okay, am I balancing the relationship? They're not just trying to come and take all. So Leos, when you guys love someone, you start putting on the compliments and just all of that. And so this is someone who also is looking for a genuine give and take in a relationship. I do see you finding someone who you really want to move forward with. Now for those of you who are in your partnerships already, for those of you who are dating, there's definitely new options coming in. You're going to want to like cut out all these side people that you've been having and really move forward. You're going to be excited. It's going to be new. You're not going to really know them, but it's going to feel good and you're going to want to move forward. And I feel like they're going to show you a lot of support and have a lot of honesty up front. And they're not going to rush too much. So they're going to make you pump the brakes and cool it a little bit, so you actually think through, do our ideals match, and do we really, it's going to be good conversation when you're talking, when you guys are just going through the talking phase, and then you're going to go ahead and decide to date. Could be some transportation involved in that, a little bit of travel, but I think it's worth it and it'll be good. Now, for those of you who are in committed relationships, it feels all over the place. You might have your friends talking too much in the relationship. You might have your family or your cousins too much in the relationship. So this is Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Because you're looking for advice. You're like, I don't know what to do with this person when we argue and fight. Or maybe you kind of have gotten used to the audience. Or you just get it's like you get exhausted with all of this going on. After you have your conversation, that it's like you hand it over to your friends. Maybe you're messaging in group chat about what's going on and things like that. Should I just get rid of this person? Should I just get someone new? But remember that friend back from I've been friends with since '95 that I've had on hold all this time. So really think about it, Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, about how committed you want to be to your partner. Now I feel like you can revive things. I feel like there can be a good give and take and move on to another phase of the relationship. But you have to be willing to look the fool a bit. You have to be willing to go out and do things that you haven't done before. You have to let yourselves grow to that next level of your relationship and feel a little bit awkward, good, and blushy, getting back to it's like getting back to that first sight feeling, that sparkly feeling, and letting go of this past, because you can dig up the past like no other. Like you can hold it. Ooh, Leo, you can hold it on your partner, or you might be experiencing that from your partner. So I feel like there is a lot of outside pressure on relationships for Leos who are in committed partnerships, and some of you who are like casually dating, trying to start dating, things of that nature. So let's see the other advice that we got. It's popping off right away. All right, yeah, you're exhausted with this, Leo. You're exhausted with this. So jealousy, envy, punishment, and changing course. So needing to let go of that. I feel like for those of you who are with a partner, but maybe you're still remembering, maybe you guys have been together 25 years, but when you guys have been together 5 years, a situation happened with a third party, like you're still mad about it. You're still mad about it. And it's, we're human, we can feel what we feel, but it's kind of like at this point, are you going to let you and your partner have that new start that you've been talking about for 20 years? Like, are you really going to let your guys' self? Because we have nightmare here, psychic protection, shield, bad dreams. Like, there's too many of these bad thoughts in your head. There's too many of these bad memories. Now, for some of you, too, again, it's these third parties. It's cousins, it's siblings, it's friends, and they're just in your business. And so if you and your partner are going through a tough stretch at this time, Leo, it's a good time to not tell all your business to your friends and family, because then when you go back to this person, they're gonna be like, what is, they're throwing you kind of that shade. What is she doing? Are you serious? And part of it is like, yeah, punishing you for making that decision and going back, and part of it is, a little jealousy or envy, or just that you changed course. They thought you were gonna leave and you didn't, or something. So there is a need definitely for more privacy, Leo. as you move forward with your partners, and more time of just getting to know them as you're dating or reconnecting with your partner. You need that spark. You're looking for that spark. And it doesn't come by pushing it on your partner. It comes by allowing them to revamp themselves and come to you and just clearing out this past energy. Burnt by the sun. All right, so that ego a little bit with Leo. There might be the need to check that ego a little bit when it comes to your romantic partners, Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Or, you know, if your partner is going, sometimes when we're in relationships, our partners take on our qualities. So maybe your partner is a Leo if you're watching this. Or if you are the Leo, your partner might be acting like they're the Leo and just have all that extra pompous energy and just too much and just burning you out. So ambition, extension, and reach. So allowing yourself to cool out a little bit. I feel like, you know, your subconscious energy for your love reading says her last day in the light. So the last day in the sun. This is the Le Vampire, you know, the vampire oracle. So this is unexpected endings, surprise changes, and sudden shifts. So you want those to be good. You know, you want it to be good, but you do need a little break from feeling on, you know what I mean, feeling like you're on display for everybody, friends, family, your partner, yourself, you know, and like you're in an act, like everybody's in roles, and that you can't get out of it. So for those of you who are dating, really take your time if you're doing online dating and things to really go through people's profiles. If you don't match up with their ideals, Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, they're not for you to date at this time. For those of you who are currently dating, it's the need to really narrow down who you got going on. You know, sometimes just for the sake of communication, you might be talking to some crazy people and not making choices or decisions about who you want to date. And for those of you in partnerships, allow each other to revamp. If you're choosing to stay with this person, even if there's been heartbreak in the past, it's very important that you allow each other to truly have your new start after all that you've been talking about. All right, so that is the love portion of the Leo reading. Now the last segment, we're going to go ahead for Leo and see what is it that you need to let go of this Hallows season. So for the sign of Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, what do they need to let go of this Hallows season? All right, got them popping out already. All right, it looks like the case of the X here. You know, and part of you, this is a Leo card, wanting to win. This is your subconscious energy, like, oh, I can't let them win. I can't let them win. You can't let them go because you can't let them win. You know, and it might have been a relationship that was good and sweet at one point, and you thought was going to work out, but now the Queen of Swords, this could be an ex-spouse. This could be somebody who was supposed to be a spouse and they're not, that kind of thing. But there's a bitterness there. So letting go of that fear. Letting go of that fear. And I feel like for some of you, for those of you who didn't have children and you wanted to have children, finding ways to release that. Release the judgment on yourself and your partner or your ex-partner on that. Now I do see possible fertility for some of you coming up. I see new love or rekindling of love and beautiful energy. So that is what it's trying to bring into you. You know, the universe is trying to give you this Ace of Cups, open heart, you know, romance, rejuvenation, love, you know, just fertility just in life, your life being lush. But there's this, you know, this need to let go of being the, a little bit of that drama and yet that severity, you know, keeping those words, keeping those memories saved up, you know, or keeping disappointments in love saved up, or even nostalgia. If nostalgia starts making you feel bad, even if it was sweet memories you're thinking of, then it's no longer good. And so that's what can be going on right now, keeping you from love, either rekindling in your new relationship or finding new love or that big love if you've yet to find it. So go ahead and let go of those things as best as you can, Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising here in this hallowed season, because there's beautiful love that does want to come through and a good healing energy and balm that wants to be applied to your relationships. So that is the end of this Leo reading. Please go ahead, like the page, tag, share, and go ahead to the YouTube channel, Bohemian Stars and Ocean Heart Readings. I will be getting it all spruced up and everything after, but go ahead and subscribe to that now. Share that too if you'd like, and I will be doing monthly readings on there. And stay tuned because Virgo is next.